everybody. How you guys? Good to see you guys. How you guys doing? All right, all right. So excited. Super excited. Who in here excited about their life, their future? Put down the chat. All right. And please turn on your camera. Love to see you guys. Love to help you guys. If I can see you and I can know you, then we can like you, right? Okay. People do business with people that we like and trust. It's really hard to like and trust somebody we can't see. Okay. So good to see you guys. GC, Donna, thank you for the turn on camera. GC, remind me of my mentor, Grant Cardone. Uncle G, GC right there. I hope you're not. I hope you are related somewhat. Good to see you guys as well on social media. We're live on all platforms. I look away. That's another platform. But you guys are so in for a treat today. I am super stoked to share with you the best amazing strategy that I have ever encountered over 20 years entrepreneurship. $1 million invested in myself. I have wine and dine with a lot of billionaires. I'm here to share with you their secrets. And who here want to learn what I learned from the billionaires? Okay, with a B, right? Let's make it happen. All right. So put down in the chat where you're coming from and what's your biggest why. Okay. The most important person in here is who? You. You are the most important person. And you are the reason why I do what I do, even though I don't really have to do this. But I do it because I love watching people win. I love people, ordinary people like I was, you know, do extraordinary things, right? So if we can help single mom, truck driver, even a 15 years old can do this business, I'm sure you can do this as well, okay? So anybody can do this. And if you're too busy, just look at one of my students had two little kids, worked full-time 50 hours a week, and still did 4 of these deals in her first 30 days with us, fully rented, fully lock and load, fully furnished, and rented out, and make 10,000 a month right away within 1 month. How many in here can do that, right? You can do it too, okay? So let's make it happen, all right? All right, Heather from New York. All right, New York in the house. Tyrone from Atlanta in the house. What's your biggest why? What's your dream, your goal? All right. The Fifi built an inheritance for the kids. That's awesome. Yes. One of my reason to do this is to build generational wealth, break the generational curses, and build generational wealth. Okay. So I want to have 1 million families to do that. Who here want to be one of those families? Let's go. Let's go. Super stock. All right. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Fantastic. Good to see you guys. Yes, build a legacy. What kind of legacy, Tyrone? What does the legacy mean for you? Okay. Financial and time freedom to give back, family and charity. Heather said, all right, love that. Love that. Okay. All right. Keep it rolling, guys. Any questions, pop down in the chat. Every moment that I have free, I will take a look and answer for you guys, okay? But for now, let's dive straight into it, okay? So, how I went from the trapped corporate slave to have absolute freedom with corporate housing, insurance housing arbitrage, without owning any property, without any employees, or without real estate experience, okay? And you guys ever like want to do real estate but you guys don't have the houses and it costs so much to buy one? Well, good news, you don't have to buy one, okay? You still make money from it, okay? Or you guys have to any like traditional business where you have to manage a bunch of employees, all of that. No, you don't have to do that here. That's awesome, right? Most of the people who work for me, I don't even see them. And if you don't have real estate experience, sometimes it even be better for us. Because I'd rather our number one secret, who in here want to know the number one secret of my successful students? The number one secret of them is how coachable they are, okay? Well, there's really 3 of them, but coachable is definitely the top if you're talking about just strictly success. Because listen, if you have Michael Jordan level talent but you're not coachable, can anybody help you? I couldn't help you. Nobody can help you. Okay. I'd rather have somebody who like a 15 years old that have no experience and just do what we did, and he did 2 deals, make 5K a month, than somebody who have a bunch of experience and don't do what they don't think they know better, right? That happened a lot, by the way. So that's why. But anyway, I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while today. So stay to the end. I'll give you the blueprint on how you can do this. My promise to you is the longer you stay, the better it's gonna get. Okay, the more I can give you, right? The more I do value everyone, your presence. Pat yourself on the back right now, guys. Pat yourself on the back right now for being here. Okay, you gotta be good for you to yourself. You can cheer yourself up. Okay, all right. Get one of these. Okay. All right. Clap for yourself. Right. Hey, I'm being real with you guys. All right. If you show up here, that means you're in the top 1% of the top 1% of everybody. Okay. Because the last thing anybody want to do after work is do something like this. Okay. Let's be honest with you. But since you are here, hey, you are the exception. You are the outlier. You are the like the chosen one. Okay. I have another one here. Is the chosen. Because I'm the first in my family that become a Christian. Wow, that's another topic for another time. But yeah, anyway, change the course of your family generations forever. Okay. I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategies. I'm here to share with you everything I learned for the past 20 years in under 1 hour. You guys ready? All right, let's rock and roll. All right. How many here? Can I get your attention now? Okay. Unless you guys want to go out there, invest $1 million and spend another 20 years learning all that I learned. Hey, why don't I compress everything for you in this hour? Okay, sounds good? All right, let's make it happen. And through all of that, I discovered the one vehicle that helped me get absolute financial freedom. That is my wife. I'm just kidding. She's right here with me. I love her. So she gave me the boost. Okay, that is the secret though. Marry a good woman. But the other thing is this business. So let's focus on business then. Learn from the right people. Refuse to give up. That's the biggest thing. Okay. I learned from my mentor, billionaire mentor, like whether play poker with Grant Cardone on his yacht or jump into the Coke lunch with Tony Robbins in his 5-star resort that he actually owned. His house was like a big resort. Or play chess with Sir Richard Branson on his own island that's worth over $400 million, and he got 500 flamingos as his pet and 200 years old turquoise. But anyway, it was so much fun. Okay. The main thing I got from all these, well, I learned so many lessons from all these gentlemen. But isn't that awesome that, to know that you can do this as well? Especially, when I tell you where I come from. So this is where I come from. And especially when you are an immigrant, like I did, okay, from Vietnam, come over to America, sleep on a tiny 1-bedroom, no English. I didn't know any English, learn everything from scratch. No, really like connection or nothing. I know my uncle over here, but he's working at a restaurant, day and night, not knowing anybody. But anyway, I'll go over that. So wouldn't that be awesome if you can be that as well? If you can do this as well? Because trust me, guys, if you know English right now, you're way ahead of when I was. Okay. All right. So what's possible? It's not just about me. It's about who I have helped. That's the most important part, right? It's like, for example, these two students met in our community. They partner up. They like each other. They partner up, and boom, they got 2 properties within a very short amount of time, and earn over more than what they make in their full-time job doing this. And they only do like a few hours a week. That's amazing, right? Now, all of a sudden, with how many here want to have insurance booking that pay in advance? Okay, 3 months stay in advance. Boom, there you go. You see? Or how many here are busy moms, busy dads, right, with kids, small kids? We have Ann and Amanda. Amanda have 5 kids. Ann have like two little kids. They both work full time. They didn't know how they're gonna make it work. And with us, with our help, within a few months, we have got them 6-figure income, retire early in their 30s, and travel around the world. How many want to do that? Okay, there you go. All right, exactly. So our coaches and advisor are all graduates from our mentorship. That's the best thing that I'm super proud of, because that means that the program worked. Okay, right? It's if one person can do it, that's great. But if 10 people, if they can teach 10 people to do it, that's awesome. If they can teach hundreds of people that have the same similar result, and that's incredible. Okay, we have something very, very special here. All right, so for example, like Uriah, he's a trucker with no experience, no education. Within 6 months, he made six figures income. Okay, $10,000 a month, 100K a year or more. Okay, within a year, his first year, he did 20 deals, and now he make more than most doctors make. And the best part is he's not working in an office in a cubicle for 40, 50 hours a week and getting burnout or in the hospital, right? No, he actually, I don't know where he's at, but he's on vacation every single month. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Talk about absolute financial freedom, and not just money freedom, but your time freedom, your relationship freedom, which means that you don't have to talk to any client if you don't want to, and your location freedom. Travel around the world. We've been to all over the world, from Santorini to Paris, the Olympics this year, to Costa Rica. We were just there for 3 months. So we just book a one-way ticket to a country and see how much we like it, and that's how long we're gonna stay. So my wife loved it for 3 months. So hey, okay, let's stay here. And then we heard about Tulum from another friend there, and we decided last minute to fly to Tulum for a couple of weeks. That was fun. So see, that's what I'm talking about. And I look hard and why, guys. This is the only business that can actually give you this. So, I am teaching stuff that nobody else is teaching out there. I know there's a lot of Airbnb coaches out there, but this is secrets beyond this Airbnb. Okay, it's for corporate, it's for insurance as well. But anyway, so this is me. When I was a kid, and just moved to America. We walk out into the backyard and we hit the fence. Okay, that's how big the backyard is. It's a tiny little apartment. Okay, but hey, I thought, how many been told to get the American dream? You got to go to school, get a good grade, become a doctor, lawyer, work the corporate ladder, all of that. Okay, that's what I've been told. So that's what I did. Monkey see, monkey do sometimes. Okay, so I thought the way to do it, become a doctor. I worked my butt off for 8 years of college, and 400K later in student loans, I graduated with my coat and tie, and I thought I made it. Like, within my first year, I won the Pharmacy of a Year award for a Fortune 1 company. You heard it right, Fortune 1 company. Okay, and you know what? I thought I made it. I like, hey, family, don't worry. Parents, don't worry. Retire you, no problem. Blah, blah. Next thing I know, they sat me down. Guess what they did? They gave me a 2% raise. Okay, don't even care about inflation. They cut my staff by 30% because they know that I can handle it, because they take a look at my KPIs and we're doing so well. So of course they're gonna cut, right? And I was like, this is bullshit. Okay. I was looking at my mentor, 20 years my senior, in the same place, like I was stuck in this cubicle and can't go nowhere, and older and less healthy and all of that. Right? I was like, I don't want that life. So wherever you are, look at your mentor, 20, 30 years, your senior. That's where you're heading. If you don't like it, I applaud you to go somewhere else, and I'm glad you are here. Okay. So anyway, I was trapped, and I thought I was gonna make it. I tried all kind of businesses that you can imagine. I tried everything from drop shipping to multi-level marketing. How many of you ever tried that? Right? Day trading, try that too. Franchise, open restaurant, multi-family, be a realtor. I done it all. Okay. So all of these are great. You can make money from it, but you don't have absolute financial freedom. Why? Drop shipping, MLM, day trading, they all require a ton of time. You understand? Like drop shipping, you're competing with millions of sellers out there. And especially in China and stuff like that, they can undercut you all the time, right? And especially with the tariff right now, I don't know how they make money. Okay, multi-level marketing. I mean, you freaking stalking people in the mall all the time. That's what I did. Like the 3 feet rule, right? Talk to everybody within 3 feet. That's not the way to live. Okay, that was a full-time job with minimal pay, like no money. Okay, day trading. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars, guys. I thought I was the bomb. Okay, I thought I was like genius. Okay, and within a few days, I lose it all. Okay, and this happened with stock. This happened with crypto. This happened with almost everything out there. And I was like, no more. Okay, okay. It's definitely much. It's like you going against a whole team of hedge funds manager who do this professionally, and they pick the top of every single area, and they combine like 100 people against you. Like, I mean, come on. It's definitely not for the is you know not it's not something you want to do part time. Okay, no matter what people say or what all the gurus say or how easy it is. No, it's not. Okay, it's super hard. Otherwise, they wouldn't need hedge funds manager, hundreds of them that are the top and the youngest and the wisest, the smartest, to combine together trying to beat the market. Okay, and they could barely beat the market. Okay, so if you think you can beat the market, think again. Okay. Anyway, franchise restaurant. Hey, how many ever been doing that, right? Any traditional business. We had a traditional business like dry cleaner. You know, did over had to put over like 200K back then, and it was like 500K now. And then we learned our lesson from that. I got stuck there for like 10 years. You know, ironing dirty clothes, making a living, but not have no freedom, like enslaved to that job, into that business. And then, you know, I didn't even learn about that from my family. I went out and opened like a restaurant, like a tea place. Okay, I was like, that was like the dumbest thing I ever done. Because I put in 400K over 2 years to build the business, to build the shop, right? To actually do the construction. That is, I rented from somebody else too, by the way. It's not really mine. I had to spend all this money, 2 years, and then I was making like 50,000 to maybe 70,000 a year working full time. I'm like, what am I doing here? Okay, don't do that. Okay, because any traditional business is so much high in investment. You guys get it, right? It costs so much for you to do. Multifamily too costs you millions of dollars to invest to make any money. I mean, most people don't have millions of dollars. And I know there's a lot of people like, oh, I syndicate 100 deals, 200 deals. It's all talk, guys. I've been to all the seminars, all the stuff. You know, it's so hard to get a deal done because you have like 5 to 10 different partners that have to agree on one thing. And then you have like 50 to 100 different investors that you have to appease to. And if one thing go wrong, you're done, right? I mean, so it's super hard to get into like those big multi-family deal, commercial deal, right? And you don't have full control of it. You're not the sole decision maker. So there's no like not a lot of freedom there. It's called a relationship freedom. Is what I term it. You know, where you don't, you know, if I want to make a decision, I look into it. Well, first I look at my wife first, ask her first. But after that, I got her approval. I look into the mirror. Okay, and then I ask her, do I want to do this? Okay, then I do it. Okay, but other than that, I don't have to talk to anybody else. Okay, so being a realtor, traditional real estate is good, making good income. However, you work nights and weekend. Who want to do that? I mean, geez. But hey, if you're a realtor already, congratulations. I was a realtor, and the way you make it is you learn this business, you sell more houses to investors, and then you manage it on the back end for them. Okay, because you create more revenue for them, you create more return on their investment, and therefore they will do business with you, repeat business, right? So frustrated, I was burnt out, I was trapped, I was trying everything, and I was lost, miserable, and rock bottom. Okay, but that's when I met somebody that gave me an epiphany. Okay, what if you don't have to own the property and still make money from it? What if you can leverage other people's property and still make money from it? Boom, light bulb. I remember that moment, that day, light bulb. And I hope the light bulb come up to you in this session, okay? Here's a light bulb moment. Does Airbnb own any properties? No, right? Does Uber own any cars? No. So how did they become the number one transportation company and the number one hospitality company in the world in the shortest amount of time? You know, the Hilton took 100 years, 100 years to get where they are at. You know how long it took Airbnb to beat the Hilton? Less than 10 years. Why? they understand how to leverage other people's stuff. Okay. And most people think about leveraging other people, whatever, laptop, think bigger, leverage somebody else's $1 million property. Okay. You can do that, right? That's the key. Let somebody else, you know, I mean, most people went through the entire life, save up the money to buy a house, to buy a rental, rehabbing it, spend another 2 years rehabbing it, and then that's all they got is a couple houses. Well, you can go out and rent from them, and then sublease out make money, the same amount of money that they will make. You see, or you can partner with them, be their manager, zero money down strategy. If you don't have a lot of money, you don't need to rent the place. You can partner with them, have zero money down strategy for you for that as well. I will cover that at the very end, so stick around. Okay, old model, exchange your time for money directly, 1 hour your life equal X amount of dollar. Salary is even worse. They overwork you, they underpay you. Okay. The reason why they have a salary is because they can just overwork you, whatever, right? And then they told us to put money into a safe place, quote unquote. 50 years from now, hey, maybe you're still alive. Hey, maybe you're still healthy. And hey, maybe the money's still there. You can enjoy it. I'm like, okay, what kind of plan is that? Okay. Does that sound like a great plan at all? You really think about it? Not for me, I want to enjoy it now, guys. I don't want to enjoy like when I'm 80. I don't even know. We're gonna make it to 120, okay? But let's just say, right? I want to rather enjoy travel around the world with my wife in my 30s. It's a lot more fun, right? But anyway, the new model is create an equitable, scalable business where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You earn money in your sleep, okay? And then you reinvest into your business, and then you have the holy grail. What is the holy grail to financial freedom, guys? Put it down in the chat. What's the holy grail to financial freedom? Anybody, okay? Is it your business? Is it your job? Somebody says your job, okay? Somebody says your house, your car, no. Your yacht, no, okay. It is multiple streams of income backed up by real estate. Multiple streams of income backed up by real estate, okay? That's one thing I love about all these, big guys. They all have a lot of real estate. The challenge with traditional real estate is, it takes you a lot of time and money to save up and buy a house, rehab it, save up a lot of money to buy another house. That takes forever, guys, right? Forever. So what you do with this, boom, you can leverage, okay? But this is the formula right here. Take a picture of this, share this for everybody, okay? This business is one of the few businesses where you do, like, you actually earn money in your sleep, okay? So because the people sleep at your property, you make money, right? That's the most beautiful part, okay? Most other business, you gotta work. You gotta really work there, okay? The clients, what kind of business where the clients don't need to see you, they don't want to see you, they wire you every monthly income? Name another business that can do that. I don't know of much any except real estate. The client, the tenant, they don't want to see us, guys. They're gonna call us if there's an issue, but they don't want to see us, right? They really don't want to spend time with us either. They want to give their privacy. They don't want us to knock on the door and have coffee with them. No. And that's great. I'd rather like travel the world and hang out with my family, my wife, than go over there and talk to them. Okay. So that's great. All right. So that's the best part, is total freedom. But anyway, the hallway is on your own. I was really confused about a lot of things. I lost like thousands of hours, tens of thousands. It's not all roses and rainbow, guys. A lot of nightmares that I had to go through to get to where I am today, okay? I had to close down more than like 10 Airbnbs myself. But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares within this hour, okay? So, because I had no mentor, I had no support group, I had no help with all the little stuff that could become a mega host, right? But even with that, I was able to scale to 20-something corporate housing and become financial freedom. When I was 33, retired when I was 33, retired my mom, my dad, my whole family, my grandma as well, goddamn everything. Okay, so and now retire my wife as well, right? And so we travel around the world. But anyway, more importantly is I have helped so many people just like you to do the same thing. Why is this different? The client, number one, stay for months instead of days. That is the biggest difference. Why? Have you ever do like Airbnb, like short-term rental, and you manage it and they stay for 3 to 4 days, and every 3 to 4 days is like another job you have to do? That's a lot of work. How about if you do 3 to 4 months stay, okay? the stay is about 30 times longer. So therefore the workload is about 30 times less. Does that make sense? Just logical. Just logical, it makes sense. That's number one. Number two, you make 2 times the market rent while minimize management. Okay, the companies actually pay double the market rent. Why? Because they're not gonna rent a house for the whole year, furnish it, do all this stuff that we gotta do if they only need it for 3 months, right? They're gonna pay you good money and they're gonna make good money doing it. Or if it's insurance, and the insurance company gonna pay while the home is being renovated, and they are obligated to pay because of their insurance agreement with the owner, right? So there you go. Number three is 10 times less management, which means 10 times more freedom than any other business, and even short-term rental, much more freedom. 10 times less risk and headache, because this is a business to business versus a B2C, business to consumer. You get it? Because this is our company renting out to another company, right? Business to business. That's why I have zero eviction for the last 10 years. 10 years, zero eviction. I mean, how many evictions you guys think we have? Hundreds of people, hundreds of deals, right? Absolutely not, because the last thing the company gonna risk is, something stupid like rent, right? Ruin their reputation they've been building for a long time. Okay, no, okay. And then number five is you're able to escape a lot of regulations and a lot of tax exempt. Okay, so if you do short-term rental, there's hotel tax, 15%. Ouch, right? A bunch of regulations. After everything, usually most vacation rental owner or renter, they break even. They work for free pretty much. Okay, so I was like, I did that before, and I was like, I don't want to do that ever. Okay, so anyway, that's why we build this community for a reason. Okay, what's the difference between they call it STR or MTR? STR, short-term rental or mid-term rental. Okay, short-term rental is stay for a few days instead of a few months. Tenants are vacationers, so they're gonna translate, party. Anybody ever experience that? I hope not. Okay, I experienced all of it: drugs, alcohol, partying, events. They book for 2 people and 200 show up. All of that stuff, and a lot of management. Okay, a lot of cleaning every few days and all the little things. Too much work. For this, instead of a few days, is a few months. So you don't have to do anything once they check in for a few months, guys. Sometimes even a year. Like, it's ridiculous. They book for 3 months, but they usually stay for 6 months. Because let me ask you this: has any construction ever finished on time? No. Okay, no way, right? Any corporate project job ever finish on time? Of course not, right? Most of the time they will drag it out. Most of the time they will slack off. Hey, that's all good for me, because that means cha-ching for us. Okay, I mean, about 80% of the time they will extend their stay, and when I hear that they will extend their stay, it's like free money, guys. Literally, you gotta do what you gotta do? Like, come over there and take them out to dinner? No, they don't want to see you. That's the best part. It's freedom, baby. It's freedom. Okay, man. When I was in the restaurant business, you got to serve them every minute, and if it's you like a minute late, it's like, oh my God, the food is cold. Oh my God. Geez. But anyway, this is different. You don't even need to see your client. That's amazing. Okay. Owning versus renting. Okay. Owning require a lot of capital. A lot of capital to start, right? Hey, somebody is not muted. Mute. Rianne, I think. Okay. So location is permanent unless you sell the property. Okay. So owning, when you rent or leverage other people's property, you don't need to come up with a lot of money to buy the property. You don't need to, get investors and ask family members, all of that. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, and instead of doing one house that you can buy for the same amount, you can do 10 of these arbitrage, guys. Okay, 10, and if not 100 with management. So for the same amount of money, you want to make money from 10 houses or one house, guys? Put down in the chat. It's not a trick question. For the same amount of money, you want to make money from 10 houses or one house? Of course 10 houses, right? You want to make money now, or you want to wait 30 years from now when you can actually buy all those 10 houses? Of course you want to make money now, right? Come on, let's go. So what's the financial freedom formula? How much you guys want to make a month to get you guys freedom, guys? Is it 10K? Is it 20K? Is it 40K? What's that number for you? Put down in the chat, okay? But for most people, would like 20K a month be good for you? You know, to really like relax, travel around the world and have fun, right? Yeah, of course. So here's the 6-month game plan, you know, to get your financial freedom forever. You guys ready? Month 1, do one property, make you 2K a month profit on average, okay? Let's say average, okay? If you're in New York, Cali, you can make like 4K, 5K more, whatever. But this is just average, okay? Month 2, you do 2 more property, now you're 6K. Month 3, you do 2 more, now you're 10K. Boom. 3 months in, and most people can actually retire. They can actually get freedom. 3 months, okay? Now you do that for another 3 months, you get 20K a month. And hey, now like almost everybody can really just relax. Imagine every single month have that money coming in, right? So that is the formula, guys. And this is what I've done to get freedom. This is, you know, when I got freedom when I was 33, you know, maybe last, no, I'm kidding. I'm a lot older than I look. But hey, it was awesome. I had to pinch myself for the whole year. It's like the Matrix, okay? I'm actually going to see the Matrix sometime here this week. And it's going to be awesome. Yes, share reality. It's incredible. It's literally like, I feel like I'm leaving the Matrix. Whenever I see that movie and whatever happened to me, the first year I couldn't believe it. I'm actually like free. I don't have to wake up. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to show up anywhere. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to do anything. I can go wherever I want to go. This is like crazy, right? And the money's still flowing in. And I literally had to pinch myself for the first year. I couldn't believe it. It's just like unplugged from the Matrix, guys, okay? So whether you guys take the blue pill or the red pill today is up to you guys, okay? All right? You can forget everything I said and take the blue pill and go back to your work and live a life of quiet desperation for the rest of your life and never find out. Or you can take the red pill and see how far this rabbit hole goes. Right? Right? Hey, at least have an adventure, okay? I heard my mentor, Jim Rohn, teacher, Tony Robbins said something amazing, okay? Life, people are looking for security and safety in life all the time, right? When you want that security and safety, you know, 3 meals a day, safe places, all of that. Okay, yeah, no, that's great. You know, hey, if you want to do that all day long, you can do that, okay? But it's no fun, right? And life is already risky. Everything is risky. I tell you how risky life is. Nobody gonna get out of here alive. Start up in Jim Rohn. Is that great? Life is risky, guys. So life is already risky. Why not make an adventure out of it? You know, you get me? Seek adventure. Okay, seek adventure, guys, not security and safety. You seek that, you go to the, you know, where you can go get 3 meals in a safe place by yourself all the time, right? You can do that, you know. But when you are 80 years old, looking back at your life on your deathbed, what do you wish for? Most people, they did a big study on this. Most people will wish for that they have done the things they wanted to do. Whether it's fail or win or lose, whatever, at least they try and they know for themselves. Versus here wondering still at 80 something on their deathbed. What if? What if? Okay? Don't do that to yourself and your kids and your grandkids, okay? All right, why are we different from other Airbnb gurus out there? So this is not regular Airbnb, this is corporate, okay? Get that in your head, it's completely different. And I'm like the only person who actually teach this and went viral on social media a long time ago, because I'm the only one who like actually share this with the world, right? And thank God I did, because since then we have, you know, let a cat out of the bag, and this whole industry really was been born. Before me, it was just short-term rental, you know. Now is everybody know about this pretty much, or not a lot. Some people know about it, but compared to before, it was a lot more. But anyway, the fast method, the 4 step. Find the right location. A, to ask the sublease. S, to set up to stand out, and then T, to tap into the corporate clients. So Every week we will cover one of these pillars, okay? But real quick, I want to give you a taste, appetizer, so you guys can come back and whatever. But I'm gonna go over this find the right location. Most people think location, location, right? But what does it take to find the right location? A lot of, I know short-term rental, you gotta have a ton of software, a ton of whatever, right? AirDNA and all of that, you gotta pay a bunch of money. Well, for us, here's the secret. You ready? 3 H's: highways, hospitals, and hotels. As long as you're in the intersection of the highways, there's 4 pieces of pie, right? The hotel and the hospital will congregate in one of the 4 pieces of pie. Why? Who cares? Just follow the whales, you're gonna succeed, okay? You see how the small fish follow the big whales all the time? Why? They're not stupid. They know the whales know where the food are. You understand? So if a big company, billion-dollar company, drop $100 million to build a resort, don't you think they've done their research? If they drop $1 billion to build a hospital, don't you think they've done the research? If the government drop $1 trillion to build a highway system, don't you think they've done their research? So why do you need to do more research than them? You don't, okay? My way is to find out, leverage as much as I can from other people, okay? Because I know that's what I know how to do. And you can get wherever you want to get 100 times faster, 100 times easier, 100 times less pain-free when you know how to do that. Speaking of that, that's why I build the community. That's why I build a community, because I know that there's no one man, one woman can be 100, okay? Example, you ever play any team sport? Even if you're a Michael Jordan or, the best quarterback, whatever, can you win playing by yourself against another team? Even if you're Michael Jordan? No, right? So why do you go at this again alone all the time? That's the biggest misconception as an entrepreneur is they think entrepreneur is like a one-man, one-woman show, right? No, okay? That's why most entrepreneurs fail. They die on the battlefield because they don't have an army. Listen, if you're gonna go to war, what are your chances of winning if you're gonna go to war by yourself? Like none, right? What are your chances of winning if you're gonna go to play a team sport by yourself? None, right? So that's why we have a team. That's why we have the network, one of the biggest network in America. That's why we build this, what we build. That's the true secret, guys. It's the collective intelligence of hundreds of my members. A lot of them are smarter than me. A lot of them are done a lot more than me. One of my members has 80 houses. 80 houses, guys, that he owned personally. I'm not talking about like part ownership. He actually owned all of them. Another guy is like one of the top like doctors out there. Another guy is like top whatever. It's all good, right? But when we come together, we learn from each other. That's the key. That's the mastermind principle. Okay. All right. So this is all my students here. Some of them, we have our own network, hundreds of properties nationwide, hundreds of members in almost every major state, every major city. This is why we're winning. Okay. I hope you guys really get that. S is set up to stand out. Okay. Myth is set up the property is too much work. All of that. What if I can tell you that I know a way where you can pretty much set it up within, the fastest I ever done was within 48 hours, the whole thing from A to Z, and then rented it out that week. Sometimes rent it out even before it go live. That's something that we can talk about. But last one is to tap into the corporate clients. How do you tap into the corporate clients? How do you get direct bookings? So you don't have to share the profit with Airbnb and VRBO. I love them, but they charge you an arm and a leg, right? Okay. Formula. First month rent, first month deposit. Buy the furniture or rent the furniture. You charge them 2 times the rent, plus or minus utilities. What does this mean to you? Okay. It means that each property, if you do arbitrage, yes, you gotta do some investment, but you're making $2K a month. So you usually it costs about 12-15K to do an arbitrage, or you make that within 6 months. So you double your money within the first year. right? That's 100% return. How many here make 100% return on your money? Not many, right? Even Warren Buffett make like 20 something percent return. But the best part is you control all of it, you know? All right, instead of like hoping for the market to go up. Okay, nobody can control the market, right? Easy way, mimic, model, master, and multiply. My one mission is to help people to get financial freedom the rest of their life. Okay, this is my mission, my life mission, to break the generational curse, build generational wealth for 1 million families. Okay, are you gonna be one of them? How many have top in the chat? Well, you're gonna be one of them. Okay, love to have you do that. Okay, so the three phases business. But before we go into all of that, how many have a good time today? Okay, this is the one big question that I want you to ask yourself right now. We will continue. Don't leave yet. Okay, we're not done yet. This is just the first part. Okay, I want to make sure you understand the main concept. I will answer some questions. I will go over more details now after this because I laid the groundwork. Okay, but if all this did is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would be worth it to learn this? For me, coming from my humble beginning and to learn the skills that I learned to become a doctor took me 8 years and like 400K, move across the country, sleep in the basement, eat ramen noodles and McDonald's dollar menu Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, right, for $1 for like 8 years, okay, to make what, 6 figures and work my ass off for 40, 50 hours a week. This is definitely worth it, okay? I don't know where you come from. All right. But if all this did to give you the skill set to earn 6-figure income within the next 6 months, I'm not talking about the next 20, 30 years, okay? Anybody can do that. I'm talking about the next 6 months. And get freedom the rest of your life, would be worth it? For me, absolutely, guys. Remember, it took me 8 years to become a doctor that makes 6 figures. I work my butt out. I mean, come on, 6 months? Kidding. If you work for any corporate job, you know, it's gonna take you a good 8 to 10 years to climb the corporate ladder to actually make 6 figures. 8 to 10 years, and then they own your butt. Okay, you know, you don't even have freedom after that. It's more like the more you climb the corporate ladder, the more they own you. You know, you know, my wife would know. She's a badass. She usually manage 1,000 people. You know, 1,000 people. Okay, so if all this is to give you the time to spend with your loved one, live life on passion, purpose, will be worth it. Absolutely. Okay. The hard way is do this. Forget everything I said. Take the blue pill. Go back and invest in your 401k, whatever. Right? Did you know that you need to put in $2.5 million to make 4% dividend to make 100K a year in traditional real estate? I mean, traditional investing. What kind of any kind of traditional investing, whether real estate, stock, 401k, how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million? Okay, you don't have to answer me that, but even for doctor level, it was for like forever. Okay, so you don't want to spend forever to do that. Wouldn't you want to do this part-time and make 6 figures right away? You know, I would, you know, and then travel around the world. Absolutely, right? The best investment you can make is in yourself. Warren Buffett said that, the greatest investor of all time. The more you learn, the more you earn, okay? Mistake you will leave when you make when you leave here if you don't listen is not knowing your market, not knowing which is a good deal or a bad deal, going at it alone, not leveraging their mentor and their lessons that cost them thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars, lack of accountability and lack of motivation, right? Procrastination, think you know it all this stuff. I've done it myself. I'm reaching to myself, you know. But the community helped me, right? The mentor helped me a lot, okay, to get through everything I got through. And I'm here to help you. My community is here to help you. So you don't have to wander around aimlessly for years trying to find this. Okay, so who want more help, basically? Who want more help, okay? We don't have anything to sell to you today, so put away your credit card, okay? Put away your credit card right now. I don't need to know that. We have nothing to sell to you today. We have an amazing free offer for you today, actually. How many here want to have an hour with me personally, analyze your deal, analyze your life, everything, and give you a game plan that will make you 6 figures within the next 6 months, okay? because I want to reward you guys for being here, for following me for all this time. I have opened 5 spots for this the rest of this week. That's it. After the spot's gone, it's gone. And it's actually my calendar pretty much slammed all the time. Okay. So this will go super fast. So you ready? Here's the drop. Boom. Click on that link right now, apply, and I can't promise you're gonna get it with me, okay? First come, first serve. Plus, you have to apply as well. I can't take on everybody. I wish I could talk to everybody. I do, but I'm only one me, right? So answer some questions, and if you're qualified for what we do and see if it's a good fit, then you will automatically be able to book on my calendar for the first 5 sessions. But don't worry, even if you're not, qualified, I can't take your call. I will make sure that my advisor will give you at least 30 minutes to help you, okay? So either way, your next step is to click on this link and apply right now, okay? To be a part of the best community for this business, right? Okay, so there you go. That's Alpha. That's it. Awesome, right? I should have said that maybe in the beginning so y'all can, relax, okay? But anyway, all right, so I'm gonna go into the good stuff now. Let's go, all right? So questions, any questions so far? Any questions so far? Put down in the chat, okay? I'm gonna play a testimonial. And while you do that, there's some questions gonna roll in. After this testimonial, I'm gonna go over a lot more secrets, okay? So it's gonna get better and better, okay? So stay with us, okay? Don't go anywhere, okay? Unless you wanna miss out on the best blueprints on how you do this. I'm gonna go over all the formulas, all the blueprints, answer your question, and at the end, I'm gonna analyze a couple of different markets for you, or a couple of different deals for you. How many want me to analyze your deals? Analyze your markets, okay? Well, be patient. That is coming today, okay? So
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job, next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
About on average $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now.
How long did it take you to become a pharmacist?
Forever.
I actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year. And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's $20K a month, baby. Let's go.
Started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
All right. How much you be making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
12,000 a month. Yeah. It's so peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's glowing. He's glowing. He got money all over his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. We teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business, so I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
A month. I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. This is it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we We joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo! That's awesome. Hey, if that doesn't get lit a fire on your butt, then your wood's wet. Okay, just kidding. Kind of, okay. We have a single mom, a truck driver, and a 15 years old who we have helped to make amazing income. All right, there you go. Okay. So go ahead and book a call and we'll go from there, okay? All the questions about the program will be depending on your call, and it's by invite only as well, okay? So go from there, okay? All right, schedule a checkup coming up. All right, let's go. Any questions? All right, I'm gonna go over some more stuff here and dive straight into this business. Book. All right, Heather. Job. Boom. Okay. All right, let's roll. I'm gonna rapid fire here. Value. Ready? Okay. What's the difference between midterm and short term? We'll talk about that. The length of stay. Okay, so short term, anything less than 30 days. Midterm, anything longer than 30 days. Our average is 3 to 6 months, though. Okay, so that's the best part because short term, 3 to 6 days is just so much work. That's so much work. It's crazy. Tenant demographic. Have you ever had short term who like party at your place, drug, alcohol, and all of that? Yeah, that's what usually happens. Okay. It's gonna take one bad apple to ruin the whole thing. Midterm, they're corporate, they're professional, they're a doctor, lawyer, or they're a whole company that are gonna be in charge of it. So even if they're like construction worker, but the company is what in charge. So that's the big difference, right? So they don't want to lose their job. You understand? That's why. Okay, if they might book a vacation rental down the street and party over there, but they're not going to party at our place because they don't want to lose their job. You see, so that's why it's so much better. You get it? And then midterm is way less frequent management, which could be once a few months, right? Whereas short term, you need it every single day, every single few days, you pretty much. Okay. And have you ever gone on vacation and it's like so stressful because you got to deal with the in-laws? No, I'm kidding. Okay. But you know what I'm saying? You got like 5-10 different people in there. Everybody have different needs and you only got like 3 days to make it perfect, right? So everything's so stressful. Everything is an emergency. You run out of toilet paper, it's an emergency, definitely, But other than that, no, I'm kidding. So, but you see what I'm saying? With midterm rental, it's not like that, right? It's not like that. It's people there to work. It's a necessity, and they know they're gonna be there for a few months. So they're not gonna go, flip out if they run out of paper towels. They're gonna give you some time to fix stuff. Okay, even big stuff, they can give you some time because they live there for a few months, and they know that they don't want to be the bad, employees. They want to be a good employee, a team player. So therefore, you don't have a lot of complaints, right? And then you have a lot of regulations and a lot of tax exempts. So disclaimer, we are not financial, legal, accountant, or lawyer. This is not financial, legal advice, okay? This is just based on my experience and hundreds of my members' experience. But number one that we have found out is you escape a lot of crazy regulations that is happening to the short-term rental game, and that's unfortunate because the hotel don't want us to succeed, right? So, hey, and then the government want to, make more money. So if you do short-term rental, that's like hotel tax, crazy, 15%. That's like most of your profit, right? A lot of places they don't even allow short-term rental anymore. It's really tough, right? And it's gonna get harder and harder every single year, every single day, right? So if you're building a short-term rental game, it's like building your castle on sand. Okay. Remember 9/11? Remember COVID? What happened? All the vacation rentals shut down overnight. Even a billion-dollar company had to shut down. My company survived and thrived because I have contract in place, tenants in place for 3 to 6 months with 90% renewal rate, right? And COVID slowed everything down. So actually it's beneficial for our business a lot of time. I hope you caught that. Okay. What's the first thing people cut when time's tough? Is it their vacation or is it their job? Of course, vacation, right? Is it their vacation or is it their insurance? Of course, it's vacation, right? You get it? So if you're betting everything on people taking vacation, guys, one turn on the market, one turn in their family, and they're not gonna go on that vacation, okay? But they're gonna pay their insurance. They're gonna show up to their job, right? So it's a necessity versus a want. That's why I love this business, right? And that's why I don't do much vacation rental anymore. Now there's a hybrid model for those of you who just love hosting people. I do coach on hybrid models, which is amazing. If you like, you know that place super hot for like 3 months or 4 months for vacation rental, max out. The rest of the year you can do midterm, easy. You can make money both ways, right? But anyway, this is 10 times less management, 10 times more freedom. Book a free consultation call with us if you haven't already. It's going to be the best decision you ever make. And if you don't make this decision, if you don't book this call, I would advise you go watch Netflix or YouTube or something more entertaining, because I'm not that entertaining, okay? I honestly don't know why people just keep showing up here and don't take the next step, or they don't, like why? Like, you can have more entertaining. There's a lot of great shows I'm watching right now on Netflix. Amazing show. Go watch those shows, okay? The Gilded Age is one of them. But anyway, but if not, hey, if you're here, take the next step, okay? For your future, for your family, right? Why not? Why not you? Why not now, okay? Oh, what if it doesn't work out? What if it does? Okay? Oh, what if I couldn't find anybody? What if I couldn't do it? What if it's too good to be true? Well, what if it is good? And what if that you can do it? What if everything you tried in the past has failed, like I did? I was a complete, pretty much failure in a lot of ways. And then I found this opportunity, and hallelujah, one idea, one opportunity, freedom at 33. Rest of my life. Married an amazing lady, right? And my dream came true. All my dream came true, pretty much. I mean, would that be worth it? Heck yeah. If you see my wife, that you would sign up right away. I'm kidding. Okay, stop. I stay duration with corporate tenants versus vacation. All right, so corporate tenants usually stay for several months, okay? And vacationer, this is important. If you do vacation rental, a lot of expenses, okay? Cleaning supplies, all of that every month. Let's say you clean 5 times, you do supply 5 times, that's $750 a month. Versus here, the average stay, let's say 3 months, okay, for midterm, and you only clean once after they got out, or the supplies only do the supplies once. You don't have to give them new supplies all the time. That's $100 a month on average. So you save like $650 for 1 month. That's a lot. If you do that 10 houses, that's $6,500 a month you'll be keeping in your pocket, guys. That's ridiculous, okay? All right, income predictability. Corporate tenants versus vacationer. It can be seasonal, fluctuating demand, income. Okay, income very stable with corporate tenants, very stable, okay? The guest profile. Vacationers generally tourists, travelers, families on vacation. Corporate tenants are medical professional, relocation, executive, insurance families who already pay for insurance. They already have the house. They're responsible people. Those are the type of people that we host. They're a lot better. Okay. Management standard. This was me when I was managing 20-something vacation. This is me after I switched everything to corporate. Okay. Because what you gotta do after they check in for 3 months, 6 months? Nothing. Okay. Pretty much nothing. They don't want to see you, right? And if, guess what, something happened, guess who they call? They call my manager, who gets somebody else to fix it, not me, okay? So that's why I had all this free time and like, what am I gonna do with my life? Because I remember like yesterday, I traveled around the world, retired after a couple of years. I'm like, okay, what am I to do here? I can't be just sit on the beach drinking another margarita, pina colada again. You know, I don't want to be a drunk and a glutton all my life. Okay, so like, I gotta help other people. You know, I gotta do something. So that's when God really showed me is my vision is to help 1 million families get financial freedom. That's my vision, right? So, you know, without vision, man perish. So I had that vision. Ooh, man, and God blessed me. Wow, when during those early days, it's so much fun. Just, you know, I went viral so many times. It's amazing. Okay, so potential for damage. Corporate tenants, you know, they don't want to lose their jobs. So they're not gonna do anything stupid, right? Vacationer, definitely, they're gonna throw a party or something. Occupancy, profitability. Okay, so short-term rental, I know that like short-term, people are like, oh man, I'm making like $500 a day over here. You know, why do I do midterm for, right? Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you're making, let's say you make even $500 a day, but you can only do vacation rental for 3 months out of the year, right? In your area, there's no area that really like vacation all the time. There's no up and down season. No, vacation rental only in the hot season where you make money. Okay, in the slower season, you pretty much lose money, and you gotta like, you know, you gotta put money aside. I know a lot of short-term rental people, owner, um, co-hosts, where they make money in the peak season, but they're gonna save all that profit for the slow season. But midterm is different, okay? Because it's more stable, right? The occupancy rate is so much better. Short-term rental occupancy rate is about 40 to 50%. Midterm is about double that. It's about 80% or 90% sometimes, okay? So that's why, okay? There's no gaps. When best way to explain it is, okay, with short-term, there's gap all the time. You know, they usually only book like weekends, right? There's gaps in between. Those gaps are a lot of money. Midterm, they book for 3 months, no gaps. You get it? That's why. Okay, seasonality, market fluctuation, you talk about that. Midterm is a lot less impacted by seasonal changes, you know, because people have jobs and families have needs to renovate their home. Insurance clients, people ask me all the time, what's your favorite corporate clients? Insurance clients, insurance families, guys. Why? Because have you guys ever did construction like job or, you know, do anything with renovation? Has any of it ever finished on time? No, right? No, at all, right? Even people who've been fix and flip for 30 years to tell you, none of it ever finished on time. What does that mean? That means they always need more time, you know? That means that people will rent our place even longer. All right, management after we talk about that. Okay, the fast method, okay. I'm gonna go to the formula. I promise you guys, okay? I want to reward you guys. Take a screenshot of this, okay? So first month rent, first month deposit about 5 to 7K. If you do arbitrage now, you can buy the furniture 7 to 9K for what I'll help instead of a lot more. You can even rent the furniture. You charge the corporate clients about 2 times the rent plus or minus utilities, and you make about 2 to 3K a month per property. So you want 10 to 15K a month, all you need is 5 properties. You do 2 a month, you get there in 3 months, okay? If you do 10 properties, you know, 2 a month, you get there in 5 months, and you make about 20 to 30K a month, okay? So there you go, right? You guys got a screenshot of this? Share this? Okay, good. Co-hosting, we haven't touched about this. Zero money down strategy, okay? What does this mean? It means you manage your property or you're partnering up with somebody, okay, with their property. So you don't have to pay the furniture, you don't have to pay pretty much anything, and you make about $700 to $1,600 per month. pretty good if it's passive income, right? In order for you to make this, if you invest the money, you need to invest like $200,000-300,000 cash. Okay, this you make money out of thin air. Remember, no money down. What kind of return is that? If you put no money down and you're making money from it, infinite return. Okay? Infinite. How many here want to make infinite return? All right, exactly. There you go. All right, so book free call that. We'll talk about how to do co-hosting as well. Understanding the profit is very important. When you rent a vacant home, let's say you rent for $3,000, you can sublease it for $6,000 to companies, to insurance company. You make 20% for you doing that, so that's $1,200. You can pay for utilities, pay for vacancy. All of that net rent to the owner is still $3,700, so the owner is still cash flowing about $700 a month on top of what they used to make. So most landlords only make 10% of traditional rent. They used to make $300. Now that you help them make $1,000, are you gonna be their new best friend? Of course, you're tripling their cash flow. You get it? If you don't, take a screenshot of this and study this later, okay? But this is it, right? Everybody's win-win, okay? You make your 20% cut. The owner making 3 times more than before. Why not? Get it? Why do they do this? Because we are solving the landlord's biggest nightmares. What's that? Tenants squatting at their property for 3 to 12 months. Eviction take time, a lot of money, right? Maintenance of the property, they gotta go fix themselves. Sometimes they gotta do to fix the toilet themselves because there's no profit. They can't hire people. When we manage, we have the corporate clients, right? With mom and pop, zero eviction for the past 9 years with hundreds of plus properties, community of 100 plus members, double, triple profit, boom. That's what happened when we manage, right? We have zero eviction for the last 9 years. Isn't that crazy? Hundreds of property. That's unheard of in the traditional business, traditional real estate. You get it? And then the community of hundreds plus members, right? Double, tripling the profit, of course, okay? What's the pitch to the landlord? How would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? You only need a couple of landlords to achieve financial freedom, so don't give up, okay? I mean, who in here would want to have double or triple the cash flow while somebody else do all the work? Everybody, right? So that's why it's a really easy close when you know what you're doing, okay? And you only need a couple of landlords to give you more property to get you freedom, so don't give up, okay? Manage and scale, monthly report, ask for referral, other property, rinse, repeat, and scale. That's it. What's the freedom formula? Arbitrage financial freedom formula. Here it is. Yeah, first month do 1 property, make 2K a month. Month 2 you do 2 more, now you're 6K. Month 3 you do 2 more, now you're 10K. You do that 2 a month, 6 months, 22K a month. How many here can retire with 22K a month? Travel around the world. If not, do 6 months of that more, you're at 44K a month now. Boom. That's more than most surgeons make, okay? And the best part about this, you know what? The best part is not the money, it's the freedom. It's the multiple sources of income. If you guys, listen very carefully, if you guys only depending on 1 job, 1 income, or even 2 jobs, 2 income, you are in a very dangerous place because, knock on wood, what if something happened and you lose your job? What if something happened and you can't work? Who's gonna take care of your family? Nobody, you see? But here's the thing, imagining you have 10, 20 houses make you money in your sleep. If you lose one of them, is it gonna be the end of the world? No, it's only 1 hour of 10 source of income or 20 source of income, you get it? And without knowledge, understanding, skill set, you can open one up like that. You can create income stream like that, you get it? That's why the skill set is so good. I would give up everything and do it all over again. Instead of getting my doctorate, 300K, I would do this all the time. I will pay somebody 300K to learn this because it made me millions of dollars and get freedom the rest of my life. You understand? That's priceless. So absolutely, in a heartbeat, I would pay somebody $300,000 to learn from them. Okay? You kidding? Heck yeah. Anyway, co-hosting financial freedom formula, you can do more than 2 properties because now you are partnering. You don't have to furnish the house. You can even do 3 or 4, right? Now, I don't want to put a limit on you some of my best students, they did 4 in the first 30 days. Another student did 5. Okay, so there's no limits here. But if you just do 2 or 3 a month, this is what you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit 20K in about 6 months, 30K a month in about 12 months, and retire at early freedom. Rest of your life, okay? All right, we are the oldest coaching community for midterm rental. We've been around the longest. Our advisor graduated the mentorship. We have one of the largest nationwide corporate housing network in America. All this is amazing. So 100 different partners, all of that. What does it look like for our next step? Number 1, get rid of any fears, limiting beliefs that hold you back from your success. 80% success is mindset, guys. That's it. If you can do that, overcome the first step, boom, talk to us. We can do everything else. We have weekly mentorship and everything.
I'm officially.
Okay, so we've seen that. Now, we have a ton of testimonials too. Drop my testimonial link in the chat, team, so people can be wow. There are so many testimonials. I love it. I love testimonials. Okay, question now. Now, I wanna do, as I promised, analyze some property or some market for you. So here's your chance. You want me to analyze a market for you? Drop down in the chat. Okay, you want to analyze a deal, a house you have, whatever. Drop down in the chat. Okay. Lovely, lovely. Tucson, Arizona. All right. Let's look at Tucson, Arizona. Why not? Why not? Tucson, Arizona, baby. Let's go. Okay, so go on Google Map. That's what I usually use. We're gonna pop in Tucson, Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. So what are the 3 H's that I said earlier? Anybody pay attention? Tucson, Arizona. Hospital, hotel, yes, good, good, good. Highways, good, good, good. Good job, good job. Okay, so when you look at the city, look at what are some major highways flowing in, okay? So you can see here, the highways are these main highways here. And then we want to search for hospitals. And then you see here, 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 here. Okay, so those are the main hospitals. Okay. Good. So make a mental note, and then you do hotels. Do hotels. Boom, double tree, everybody here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you see where the clusters of hotels are and where the nicer hotels are, like the Omni. The Omni is nice up here. You see it? Yeah. So, not necessarily the red roof inn, but look for some nicer hotels there. Like it doesn't have to be crazy, but it could be decent. Oh, JW Marriott, definitely nice. Okay. So those are the ones you want to be close to. Okay. And then I'm gonna give you a bonus. How many want to have a bonus? Okay, I want to reward you for being here, right? Like I promised, I'm gonna give you a 4th H that I only share with my students. Okay, you ready? All right, give me some likes, some heart in the chat. All right, I want to make sure you're alive. You want to know the 4th H, the 4 secrets? Marilyn, how you know? How you know, Marilyn? Huh? Be honest. Marilyn, you won the star of a show. Okay? All right, you've been following my video. That's why. Otherwise, you're a genius. Because I'm a genius. No, I'm kidding. But no, that's awesome. Yes, healthy food stores. So just search for healthy grocery stores. Why? Because this mean that they're in a good area. These big companies like Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Sprout, billion dollar company. They're not stupid, you know, they super smart. They know where the people, the good people, the people with money, not the good people, but the people with money are. Follow the money, okay? These are the areas where people got money. People got, you know, options that you wanna be in, okay? So there you go. So this area here is good, right? So I have found out the area, and you will just go to Zillow and find out 3 bedroom, two bath for it. Okay. What are the criteria? Pet friendly, small pet would help. Okay. And then you just search for it. Okay. So 4 bedroom first, of course. If you can find 4 bedroom, that would be better. Single family home, no apartment. Some apartment can still work. If you already have an apartment, we can definitely help you. But if you can expand your business, I highly recommend do single family home, because why not? Okay, because for the same, you make more than an apartment. You know, for 2 apartment, you make, you know, for one single family home, you make about the same amount as like 2 apartments. You know what I'm saying? So why not do single family for the same amount of work? You get it? And plus, it's less regulated as well. Less regulated. Okay. Tucson, Arizona. Okay. So we're gonna go make sure there's a map. Drag it out. Remove boundaries too, so you have more options. Look, all these are possible deals for you, okay? And this is not like traditional real estate wholesaling, fix and flip. God bless you guys. But you guys will know, anybody do fix and flip wholesaling in here? Put down in the chat. How hard is it for you to find a deal? Super duper hard, right? Super duper hard, okay? Like thousands of people cuss you out before you even find one, because they don't want to talk to you, right? Because they don't want to sell their property for pennies on the dollar or 50% of value, you see? That's why. Now, you know, with us though, these are people who already want you to call them. They want to rent out their place. You understand? So it's very, very warm call. It's an easy warm call to do. Now you don't want to overpay for rent either. You want to look at something that's like 3,500 to for this area. I say 2,500 to 3,000. You know, is what you should look for. No more than that. Okay, you can rent it out for about 5,000 to 6,000 in this area. Double the market rent here. That's pretty good. Oh, this one is a 5 bedroom. That's pretty good. This one's a 5 bedroom. That's really good. Okay, the more bedroom you got, the better. They see they renovate the whole place. You know, put a lot of money into this to get like that. That's one option, right? You just call them. Just call a bunch of these people. Your homework from now is to make 10 of these phone calls. How in here and challenge you make 10 of these phone calls right now. All right, right when you get off this phone, just call. And then, what I do is say, hey, we are part of a nationwide corporate housing network. You know, we want to help you get corporate clients. You want to make double, triple market rent? Why not? You see, I mean, we have a whole script on how to do this. But the main thing I want to pass on to you is provide more value when you talk to them. One, we're going to clean the property every few months. We're going to pay for it. Two, any maintenance under $200 a month, we're going to cover it. We're not going to bother you, right? And then three, we have corporate clients who are going to take care of the property. There's no eviction for the last 9 years, 10 years doing this. A great track record, right? Those are the key things. And then we can even do a 2 years lease, for example. Or you partner with them and say, hey, how would you like to make double or triple the profit while I do all the work? Of course they would, you see? This one is 6 bedroom. Wow. That's huge. And look at, here's the pro tip. You see these bad pictures? That's actually good news. Because one, they don't know what they got, okay? And secondly, less competition. And thirdly, it's probably by property owner and not manager. That's what you want, okay? So look, they renovated the kitchen look nice, the bathroom look nice. It's just bad pictures. This is a jackpot. You get it? See, I didn't even look, and I know it's listed by property owner just by looking at the picture. You get it? Boom! I just found you a deal right there. Sounds good? Just give me 20%. No, I'm kidding. Go at it, okay? Go at it. Good luck to you. Abundance, guys. Abundance. Most people ask like, hey, why you teach this? Why you get more competition? Abundance, guys. Abundance. The more you give, the more it's gonna come back to you. Okay. All right. Pet friendly. McTennaby's okay. Script. Oh yeah. Sorry, the script is for my students only, but I gave you a lot of good pointers right there. Okay. Okay. All right, we will do any last question. We do one more. Corpus Christi, Texas. Okay. Actually, before we do that, let's go into my testimonial page and share with you some more testimonial. Because the most important thing is your belief, okay? Doesn't matter what I do, what I show you, blah, 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 but you can see other people can do it. You'll be like, that could be me. So check this out.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. It's Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housings.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing. With our one house for the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time 5 hours within these last 5 months. So an hour a month, guys, honestly.
What I like is the access. Having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You got to make time or get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I haven't yet, but I have faith and know that he will pick up. So that's a big bonus. I tested him. When I say test him, I test his character, and that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program himself.
It has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate. All of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but you guys said, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did. We jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. We went to go meet the property owner, and he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand. Felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. He actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday, we had 3 inquiries, and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895. I think with the insurance, we're charging $4,000 1,200 per month.
We have faith in this program, and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our third and fourth property by the end of the year, hopefully.
Let's go.
Within the first month of joining the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
So last year, Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? 6. On average, $2K a month for properties. You're making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now, I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
It's 3,000 to 3,500 per property. So, man, you're killing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
I started my program last September. I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about $65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt cared for from really all of you. And just, I think this is my community from now on.
I also want to just express gratitude to Dr. Chau.
Okay, all right. Good to see you guys. Any last questions here? Okay. All right, we're gonna end everything on peak state. Okay, peak state. Repeat after me, peak state. Put your hand in. Count down with me, 10 to 1, and celebrate as if the roof is off. Okay, celebrate the roof off. Imagine as if everything is possible for you, and now you are making 20, 30K, 50K a month, travel around the world. It's only been 6 months, and we have helped you every step of the way to make it happen, okay? So count down with me, unmute yourself, and celebrate with me, okay? So for those of you who book a call, last call here, book a call. There's only a couple of slots left in my calendar. If you get on it, congratulations. I see you on the call. If not, my team will help you. My advisor will help you as well. So do yourself a favor, book that call right now. And if not, while you're here, you know, this is the next step to help you and your family. How serious are you with your dreams, your goal? Okay? So with that being said, you guys ready? Let me get in there. Let me get in this, okay? Let me get in this. All right, so count out with me. Unmute yourself. Let's go. Oh shoot! I forgot something very important. Shoot, Patrick, are you still there?
Yes, Chau, I'm here.
Hey, oh man, this is my one of my staff. Give him a hand, okay? He has something very a very interesting story real quick here. Patrick, I hope you're ready. Just sorry, I forgot, but why don't you share real quick 1 minute about your situation, and let's raise some things for his child. Basically, his child is in the NICU, guys. Let's help him out. So, please, stage is yours.
All right. Hi guys. Thanks for being here. I'm one of the staff of Dr. Chau.
Can
But
you turn
yeah,
on your camera by chance? People can see you. Put
I'm
him
not.
on. Put him on spotlight. If you can, that's okay too. But if you
Yeah, I'm
don't,
not quite ready for that. Maybe.
okay. Yeah, just yeah.
But yeah, so basically, my wife had an unexpected delivery of my kid, my baby. He's in the NICU for the next 3 months, and yeah, so basically he's just been 6 months right now. So just looking for something that we can do fundraising with. It's really something that I need to raise up like 20K in the next 3 months. So yeah, any help would be good. So.
Yeah, so for those who don't get it, his newborn son born or newborn, is it a boy or girl? Sorry.
Girl, a boy.
A boy, yeah, that born prematurely, so they had to put him in the NICU. Okay, and
Yes.
it's a lot of money that he can afford. He's in the Philippines, by the way. So let's help him out. Okay, the link, pop your link in the chat for the GoFundMe. And every dollar count. Okay, and this is to help him out. Okay, also help a baby. Right? That's incredible that we can have the opportunity to have a baby, okay, be alive. That's amazing. There's no better, for me anyway. I don't see any better use of money than helping a baby a fighting chance to be alive. That's incredible. So God bless him. Join us in our prayer that his baby will live and everybody, his family will be good. Amen. Okay. But anyway, that's nice. And for those of you watching online as well, in my Instagram, Roger, go in my Instagram after this live is post and pop out this link in the top and pin this link on my Instagram post. Okay. All right. So let's go countdown again. All right. So count out with me, guys. For now, your hands in and count out with me. Ready? Unmute yourself. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Celebrate! Yes. Woo! Freedom! Yes, you made it, guys. Congratulations! Freedom! Congratulations! Freedom! Yes. How you feel? Feel good? Cha-ching. Okay. I'll see you guys on the next call, guys. God bless you guys. Have a good night, okay? We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.